The first word is bloodless, and it refers to something that does not produce or show bloodshed. And related to the main topic, it means that in the Cup of Death of the General, there was not any military action or any bloodshed. Amnesty. Amnesty is a type of forgiveness that an state conceives as an exceptional measure for all prisoners convicted of certain types of crimes, usually political crimes. To achieve pacification, he proposed granting guerrilla fighters amnesty and an economic reconstruction of the areas affected by violence. Agreement signed by two or more parts at war when they decide to stop fighting, looking for some peace at some time. General Rojas Pinilla made that some liberal guerrillas imposed their weapons. However, he did not succeed with the communist ones. Populism. Political tendency that says to support and defend the interests of the population and aspirations of the people. He gained support with a populist mentality and a populist speech. Dictatorship is a political regime in which a single person governs with all the power and without submitting any type of limitation. A dictator had all the control and power to promulgate and modify laws at will. He did some things that let us know that he was a dictator. Some things like censoring newspapers, for example, El Tiempo and El Espectador. And he denied the right of voting to people. Also, he took the power by a coup dead. Gustavo Rojas Pinilla was born the 12th of March of 1900 in Tunja, and he died the 17th of 1075 in Melgar. He was a Colombian military, politician, and engineer who, after the coup death that he gave to Laureano Gomez in 1073, he occupied the presidency of Colombia from June 13th of 1053 to May 10th, 1057. Well, in Colombia in 1953, the country was experimenting several crises caused by the political competition between the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party. At that time, the official president was Laureano Gomez, but he got ill and gave the power to his vice chairman, President Roberto Urdaneta. The mess was also because of Bogotazo in 1948 at the murder of Gaetan. Those days there was an incredible violence time caused by the war between the only two national parties that are the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party. That's why there was not clear who was the actual president of Colombia. We all have to know that years before, Laureano Gomez had sent Rojas Pinilla to the United States because they didn't like each other. When Roberto Urdaneta had the power, he asked Rojas Pinilla to come back in 1952, and when he did it, he named him General of the Colombian National Army. In view that Laureano Gomez wanted to take over the power again, Rojas Pinilla commandant encouraged him to take out the power that 13th of June. The cup of death was bloodless, so he didn't have to kill anybody. Also, when he arrived to the presidential palace, he didn't impression Laureano Gomez. Instead, he him and his family from the activist people. During his government, he brought us the national television. He made important structural works and he introduced us to the women's votes. Nonetheless, he was an unexperimented military at the leadership of a country, so he had one of the worst governments of all time. With an university protest and then a march, the members of the Liberal Party and the Conservative Party overthrew him and exiled him out of the country, giving way to the Frente Nacional era.